Hi again. Today I'm planning to make some recordings about the subjects that I texted on my Instagram page. I know they will be like a repetition, but I want you to hear all these details again from my recordings. The first one is about prophets, especially Mahdi, Mesiah, and Prophet Mohammad. I want you to know the difference between Mahdi, Mesiah, Jesus Christ, and the last prophet, Prophet Mohammad. So this will be more clear for you. Let's start. All prophets are a Messiah, and they all try to save many people as they can. All the prophets were a Messiah, and they tried to save many people as they could. However, there would be a belief in the future, the most developed, the most updated belief of all, which would correct these ruined textures before itself, and which would correct these ruined beliefs before itself. The prophet who was going to rule under the name of this belief would have the potential of saving the whole world. Prophet Muhammad was one of them. He had the potential of ruling the whole world, but they didn't accept him. They didn't let him introduce his belief all over the world. Because if they let others believe Prophet Muhammad, people will learn about their sins, so they will have to give up. They will be disturbed. Today, same happened to me. They didn't let me introduce the same belief. They still don't let me convince as many people as I can. In Arabic, it means Mahdi, the guider, the teacher, the savior, who has the potential of convincing the whole world. Yes, with the adding title Mahdi, the Messiah becomes a guider who would have the potential and opportunities of convincing and saving the whole world. Jesus was the Messiah, but not Mahdi. He was yet to have the potential and belief and opportunities of convincing all people. But now, she has need now under the name of Mahdi. Jesus was born from the right races now. Any race he would need, especially the race of Prophet Ismail, which was a need for being a Mahdi, who is the Messiah of all people. Who is the savior of all people. Jesus learned about Allah. Jesus learned about Islam in his second life. In her second life. Jesus learned about his Prophet Muhammad. Jesus learned science. Jesus learned everything he would need. And finally, Jesus had the potential and became the Mahdi in his second life. And he also became Zulkarnain. Zulkarnain is a political name used for Mahdi Messiah because it is going to rule the whole world. In politics, especially in the past, the ruler of the world was mentioned in some textures or in mythology as Zulkarnain. This person was expected to appear by one God believers during the history. Some said he appeared, but some said he hasn't appeared yet. But no one could be sure if this person lived or would appear in the future, because Zulkarnain should be a person who has or who would rule the world with faith. But these people, called as Zulkarnain in the past, didn't rule their around with faith. So they said the soul of Zulkarnain will appear very soon. So both Zulkarnain and Mahdi, or both Zulkarnain and Messiah, are the same person. Both sign the same person. The Messiah, the first body Jesus mentioned, was Prophet Mohammad. I know that you read something about Messiah, about the title Messiah from the Bible. And some of you say that Jesus is the Messiah. But Jesus himself also mentioned about the Messiah that will appear in the future, that would appear in the future. And this person was Prophet Mohammad. Because we hadn't seen these days. I mean, Jesus didn't see these days. As Jesus Christ said that the real Messiah would appear, he would have the right belief, and he would introduce a belief that we need to convince the whole world. So called his name as praised. And maybe some of you read from the Bible that a person would appear in the future and he will be called as praised. And this person was Prophet Mohammad. Meant Prophet Mohammad by calling as praised. Jesus in that age was informed by Allah, by my one God, Allah, that Muhammad would have the best faith, best iman. We call it as iman in Islam. Prophet Muhammad would have the best iman. Today, informed by Allah that Muhammad is the best of all in terms of faith. If he were here, he would have a better faith than me, and he could convince easier than, but he's not here. He was given more opportunities, and Muhammad, mentioned about today. Muhammad also mentioned about today. He said there will be an age in which people have more opportunities to spread the belief that I introduced. And Mahdi, in other words, Messiah, from my race, having any knowledge to convince the world people, will appear in that age. So, the person Prophet Muhammad mentioned is called as Mahdi Messiah by one God, Allah. Thank you for listening again. See you later in another recording.